Hi there, it's me. Hi. Just want to take a few seconds for a quick announcement. This audio is written by yours truly and is part 1 of a series. I will need your input before going forward with the writing. I would appreciate if you guys answer this question down below. What D&D classes should the listener be? The main line of the series is already planned, but if you have any ideas with the sequels, just throw them in there. Who knows, maybe I'll include your ideas. Anyway, that's it. Thank you again for 100 subs. I'm literally speechless about that, but hey, I hope you guys enjoyed this audio and until next time. Took you long enough. You're finally awake. That's not a way to greet the savior of life. I heard there was a hidden treasure in this dungeon, but instead, I found you in a bloody mess. A very messy one. Fighting an army of goblins on your own with little experience. What were you thinking, huh? Did you really think that you had a chance of clearing this quest all by yourself? I wouldn't move if I were you. You're pretty scarred all over your body. Gotta let those wounds heal up naturally. Tried to stitch up the biggest wounds as best as I could. I even had to use some top tier potion to make up for the blood loss. I have to admit, I'm pretty surprised that you're still alive. I was expecting you to stop breathing any time. I have been watching you for almost 2 days straight. Well, I didn't want to abandon someone just like that. I would have felt bad if I didn't try to save your life before you drew your last breath. Luckily for you, I did manage to save you. You don't have to be thankful for that. I'm just a simple rogue with some moralities. You must be hungry. Here. It's a stew made for my hunting. Come on. Open wide. I'm glad you like it. I used to work in a tavern before. I still enjoy cooking. I've been in your shoes a couple of years back, misjudging my own strength, getting saved by a complete stranger. See this one? 11 years ago. Still can't believe I made it out alive. Still unconvinced about me saving you, huh? Well, alright. Let me put it straight. Did you know that 1 out of 7 adventurers are still adventurers to this day? It's pretty rare to see anyone last more than a couple of months. Death, fear, or greed stop them in their track. Only the brave and intelligent remain and become stronger. I was given a second chance by someone 11 years ago. So, believe me when I say that I've been in your shoes once. I could have totally ignored you and went about my day. But no, I wanted to repay the debt to my savior. Told me, if you ever find someone in deep trouble like you were, try your best to protect them and save their life, even if it costs yours. Although, it's quite hard for someone like me to live by these words. Not everyone is born privileged. Well, let me first introduce myself. The name's Vaird, half human, half wolf. I think your kind calls us demi-human or something. Surprised, aren't you? I know we aren't well perceived in this world. There are many prejudices towards our rare kind. That is the reason why I wear this cloak. Keeps me undercover and hides my physical attributes. I am able at least to interact with the town folks and some adventurers. Although, their faces change immediately when they see what I really am. Very similar to your reaction when I mentioned my kind. With that being said, I would understand if you asked me to leave after learning this. It wouldn't be a first for me. It happened a few dozen times, easily. You are indeed correct. There's no one else near here. It's been quiet ever since I have found you in that dungeon. No one will be able to protect you if something were to happen to you if I'm gone. Also, if it makes you feel more secure, you could take a look at your belongings. I can assure you that everything is there. Not even a single copper has gone away. Well, at least as far as I'm aware. I've put everything that I found in the room in your belongings. Maybe I missed a few things. I don't know. Well then, I'll be glad to keep you company for a while. Tell me about yourself. Who are you? With these pieces of armor, I would assume that you're... I see. That's incredible. Me? I'm a rogue with shape-shifting abilities. It's convenient when I get overwhelmed. I basically transform into a wolf. A little on the nose, isn't it? In that form, I am stronger, faster, and more agile. It's quite the experience, I must say. Letting myself loose and just go all in. It's incredible. I did have to use my other form. There were too many for me to deal with them with my humanoid form. Like I told you, it was a mistake for you to even think it was a good idea to do this alone. Is the reward that enticing for you to basically go into a death trap? You can't be serious. That is nothing. No wonder why no one wanted to join you for that. Alright, listen. I need you to be a little more reasonable with your quest searching. This is not something that you can do by yourself. Even you had rookies with you, you guys wouldn't have lasted. I know that higher rank adventurers tend to snub rookies like you, but you must bargain with them. Give them more than half the money reward, if not all of them. They do not care about their reputation at this point. They only want the goodies. I didn't say that this is fair for you. To be honest, I also wish that people weren't that greedy. Well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you are unable to find any parties for Crest. I assume this is your only income? Working on a town doesn't sound interesting to you? Being an adventurer sure is more interesting and rewarding in the long run, but you gotta be careful. You're not the only one I have found in a critical situation like this. Of course it's not. Don't you remember what I told you earlier? 6 out of 7 is an incredibly high ratio. I've seen worse. I've seen more despair. Death is definitely not a rare sight to see as an adventurer. To be completely honest, you are extremely lucky to still be able to breathe at this very moment. Had the goblins been a bit more stronger or more accurate, had I been merely late by a couple of seconds trying to save you, you wouldn't be right here, right now. And I'm glad that I successfully saved your life. Don't give me that now. After all of this, you wish I didn't find you there? Were all my efforts in vain? Out of will, huh? Listen. I know it must have been a terrifying experience. A near-death experience saved by me, a demi-human that you don't fully trust. The sight of terrible wounds all over your body. But I assure you that this is only the beginning for you. I know it must sound crazy, but you're not alone in this. I can assure you that beneath all the fancy big armors and clothes of the other adventurers, everyone faces fear on a daily basis. Heck, even I do every day. When I entered the dungeon and heard your scream from afar, it sends chills all the way down to my spine. When I finally reached you and saw the scene, I froze in place for a few seconds. Seeing the army of goblins all around you hungry for blood, the absence of party members, your unknown state of health. I was ready to run away from there. I couldn't see a way to save your life without risking mine. Adrenaline took over me and made saving your life possible. Trust me when I say that we all face fear. Most of us just hide it to make adventuring cool and pleasant, all that stuff. It's not all fun games all the time, especially in the beginning. But I'm telling you, you shouldn't give up already. To be honest, I don't blame them either. Being an adventurer has all kinds of perks. No more boring schedule that ties you up in one place for half a day over and over. No more dealing with stale tasks that seem endless. You now have free control over your schedule, the work you're dealing with, and your own income. All the traveling I did since then changed me forever. It's such a fulfillment to be living like this that it outweighs all the negative aspect that comes with it. I won't ever look back at my past life before joining the Adventurers Guild. Pretty sure you have the same feeling as well. Do you really wish to give up on the opportunities that this life gives you? Insistent? Me? Of course. I want you to continue your path as an adventurer. You're still young and capable of being amazing. Okay, sure, you lack the survival instinct of refusing to back down from death trap, but I'm sure you will do great one day with a little bit of training and experience, of course. Listen, if that makes you feel any better, I will not ask for a reward for saving your life. Are you sure about that? I will feel bad to receive anything from you. I've seen the little gold pouch you have in there. You need all the gold that you can get. So, if there is no gold on the table, what are you offering me? Wait. Your services? As in you joining in my quest? Are you sure you're feeling well? Maybe you lost a little bit more blood than I thought. Mentor? Me? A moment ago you were afraid of me, asking all kinds of questions like I was a menace to you. And now you're asking me to train you? Does that sound like a sane person to you? Also, what do I gain from taking you in along my ventures? On paper, it seems that this is a one-way deal where you are the only one gaining benefits. The fact that you'll be an extra way to carry along with me doesn't sound enticing to me, if I'm being honest. You're quite a dealer now, aren't you? I wonder who taught you to be like that. It's true that having you around me will make integration a little bit easier than if I were to be alone. Well, I don't see why I should refuse a deal like that. I could use a little bit of entertainment in my life. Although, I'm the one choosing the quest that'll benefit me. I'll be clear on that. Don't worry. I'll aim for quests that are about halfway through our rank difference. I already have a few in mind, if they're available. Well, I appreciate you willing to grip up with me for a while. Out of curiosity, you're okay with drinking, right? Well, in that case, don't look at me like that. Anyway, it'll probably help you ease the pain. For the evening at least. Cheers to our impromptu alliance.